Howdy, howdy, Mustang lovers and Two Rank to Ride fans. Episode 4 is here. In episode 4, you'll get to see we introduced Mikey in the training program, and we can start evaluating his skills of horseback. We also have behind the camera one of our veterinary friends, Tori Lewis, who does a Q&A with us in this episode. And we also have the controversial training techniques such as tying a leg or laying a horse down. You'll see this in episode 4. Tying a leg. We find ourselves in debate on this issue all the time. The reason we do it is because we have fences and cattle guards and a lot of scenarios just in the backcountry where a horse can get a leg stuck in something. And if they have not made peace with the fact that they could have a physical restraint on one of their limbs, even something that could shred their leg off, they're going to have something bad happen to them. So it's a safety factor for us and for them. All of our horses have gotten their legs caught in one thing or another, and all the ones that we put through a leg tying process just waits for somebody to come rescue them. They don't get hurt, they don't lose hide, they don't break bones. It's way beneficial, and it's really for the safety of the horse. Laying one down. I've never had a horse tell me what actually takes place when we lay one down, so I'll speculate that my philosophy is when we physically put a horse in their most vulnerable position, which is on their side, and then choose not to hurt them while they're in that position, and we love on them and rub on them and try to slow their breathing down, get them to relax right there, then we let them up. They have a whole different outlook on what we're trying to do. And it could be in an argument situation where we see, okay, if we don't do something about this arguing practice that they have, this is going to get worse. And now it's going to be unsafe for rider and horse alike. So it's one of those situations where we look at it and go, this is going to be beneficial in the long run. We need to do this. This episode covers that. So come check us out. Episode 4. We love having you aboard, and we appreciate all the support. Thanks, guys. Two Rank to Ride. Jazz hands.
Yeah.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
All right. Another controversial tool, leg rope. You saw how safe the hobbles made it for horse and rider. This is no different. Going back to my main purpose for this is it pays dividends years down the road. You start tying legs up, offering mild physical restraints. They get a foot in a fence, they get it caught in the trailer, they get it caught in a cattle guard. They just know that if they stand still, someone will come get them. And I've got a laundry list of examples of how that's happened with my horses. So we're gonna pretend like Mike's gonna mount this horse and he's by himself. So the way we do that is we will tie up a hind leg and put it about that far off the ground. We do have to desensitize him to the leg first. So I don't want him fighting two things at one time. You know, having his leg tied up, not be new, and then a guy trying to crawl on him, not be new. Now he's fighting two things at the same time. We don't want to do that. We want to eliminate that. So, come here, buddy. Come here. All right, so we start out. You go right here around the neck. Showing me the whites of his eyes, not sure about it yet. Tie you a good bowling knot right here. got to show off your punching skills and catch a back leg. Damn it.
Now you know why Silver was a bulldogger, huh?
Yeah. Oh! Almost had it. If that camera wasn't on, I'd have got it the first time. Oh. Alright. So this is new to him. So we got to play around with it first. Pick it up, set it down. Pick it up. Hey. Oh. 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 Good. Good. Oh. Good. Oh. Good. Oh. Good. I'll try to turn him this way so you can see how we tied this. Ho. Right there, ho. 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 Can you see that?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I keep the lead rope over my arm. I ask him for the leg. Ho. I want to keep this lead rope where I can get my hand on it. Ho. 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 I'll throw a half hitch in there. So, the idea is I want him to be able to put the leg down with effort, but know that he can't move with any kind of speed. I did this leg first because we're going to get on the other side. So I want him to know that that leg is actually tied. Now, if I was by myself, instead of tying this knot, I just take a couple wraps around the saddle horn so that when I got in the saddle, I could just undally that leg. All right, Mikey. So, this is the other half of the equation of two rank to ride. Mike's a guy that grew up in the saddle, and most of his saddle time is running up and down mountains. So the actual training process he decided there was some gaps in there, and not only are we training horses, but we're helping other guys be better horsemen and trainers as well. So we're just gonna pretend like he's by himself. I'm gonna hold this horse, and he's just gonna try to put a little weight in the stirrup, stand in that stirrup. We're gonna love on him, and we'll do both sides. And then I'll bring a horse in here. If he does this well, I'll bring a horse in here. We'll mug Festus here to the horse, and Mike can just sit in the saddle, step down. We'll call it a good session. All right, but whenever you're ready. Okay, notice how Mike takes the rein, and this inside rein is a touch shorter. So if this horse argues with him to a high enough degree, Mike can take that rein, pull his nose back to this shoulder, and take the argument out of him before he gets in a bad wreck. As the guy with the lead rope, I'll step into that same movement with his nose. Oh, bud. Wait a minute, those are set for me.
That could be bad. About 5 foot tall.
I think you had one showing at the bottom.
Okay. Oh, they're brown.
Sorry, equipment check. Okay, now he's just a little guy, so don't hang on that saddle horn with your knee bent. Just step up there and pull yourself up and get a good hold here. Oh, buddy.
Can't get me.
Oh. 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 Oh.
Oh, bud.
Awesome.
Love on him.
Yep, just love on him.
All right.
Good boy.
Hey.
Quit. Quit. Good boy. Yeah. Good boy. Okay, now when you do this side, keep your toe
Out of the rope.
out of that rope.
Yeah.
Keep it facing right out there.
You're all right, kid.
Hey, sit still. Don't be so bitey.
You're all right.
You got my tattoo in there?
I can zoom on it, Silva. I'm sure that, I mean, I know that's what everybody's
You're gonna
looking
want to zoom
for.
in on that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
You're all right. It's stiff.
that's the side you're stiff on?
Yeah, that's where I landed yesterday.
Mike got bucked off yesterday, y'all. Oh. 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 Here, till he stops. There you go. Oh.
Good.
Good. Oh. Oh. Quit. You might have to tie the other leg up.
Try it. It's a great cow kick carry.
Alright. Oh. So we're gonna tie the other leg up. Oh. He's a little guy, so that weight is really pulling him over on this side.
You're
Oh.
all right. Yeah, you're all right. Don't be so grouchy. Don't be so grouchy. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna have lots of fun.
Oh. Oh. Tell you what might be better with him. Because he does well with hobbles. Oh. So we're going to go to the hobbles. Because again, we want this to be a good experience, not a bad one.
See you there, bro. Hey, bud.
Oh. You can see him. Oh. 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 Alright, so we're going to tie the leg up.
Well, shit.
Again, that's his right side. For whatever reason, he's real touchy over there. So we have a saying here at Two Rank to Ride: make stupid choices, win stupid prizes. Got it. Oh, dingle butt. Oh. 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 One step. Huh. Oh. Okay. Step. Little punk. Easy. Hang on. Yep, got it. Ho.
Easy, buck.
Ho.
Easy, kid.
Ho. Ho. Same thing. Ask for it.
Hey, no.
Put it down. Ask for it.
No.
Ho. Ho.
Off.
Ho. Ho.
Step on that ravine.
Ho. 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 Ho.
There you go.
Ho. 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 Okay. If this doesn't work, we're not going to camp on something that's not working. We will lay him down.
You're okay, bud. Hey, you're alright. Oh, settle. Settle.
Hey,
Don't you bite me.
I'll keep him from doing that. Okay, one more attempt. If you don't do it, we're laying him down. Yep, that's it. All right. Take these tires out, Mike.
Yep.
So what we got here is his weak side, which is his right side. He's having some significant issues with. He lets us do the left side just fine.
Oh.
Now he's getting mad. Ho. 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 Hey. Hey. Okay, the most important part of this, you can't hurt him. Oh, oh, oh. Good, 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 easy, 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 easy. Oh, 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 I lost it all. Oh, oh. Hold that stirrup.
Oh, bud.
Oh,
Oh.
oh,
Oh.
oh,
Oh.
oh,
Oh.
oh. Easy, easy, oh. Easy, easy. Oh, oh, hey. Good, 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 good. Well, wrong side, but we'll take it. Oh, 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 oh. That's a first. All right, so what we're watching for right here is that top leg. So we're just gonna sit here and love on him. We're gonna wait for that top leg to quit waving and touching the ground right there. Okay. Mentally, we own him. But the key right here is do not hurt him. This is what we call our last resort. Oh, buddy.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
You don't want to overdo it and teach them that this is a way to give up. So that leg's down, it's calm, it's not moving. We can let him up. Ho,
Oh.
ho, ho. Good boy. Oh. Little different outlook on life? Yeah? Yeah? Good boy. Good boy. Oh. He's still swishing his tail, which I don't like. So we'll try it again. Oh. No, let's just see what he'll do right here. Oh.
Hey, buddy.
Oh.
Oh, big guy. Easy.
Oh. Oh.
Easy. Yeah. Hey.
Oh.
All right. I like that.
Oh. 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 Stay with him. He's doing it gentle. Oh. 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 Stay with him. Stay with him. Oh. Attaboy. Attaboy. Just like that, Mikey. Oh. 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 Relax. All right. Step down. Easy. Good boy. All right. Go to the other side. Oh. Oh. Good. Good. Easy. 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 Oh, easy. Attaboy, Mikey. All right, step down. Okay, so that is a lot that we put him under for day one. We just found his breaking point. He went through an entire 4 days. What time is it?
I don't know.
In 2.5 hours?
Yeah.
So we just did 4 days and 2.5 hours with him. He's got a good mind. I think he's got a kind soul. We found out a lot about how he problem solves. And we found out a lot about how he expresses the things that he is uncomfortable with. For trainers, that's huge. Keeps him safe, keeps us safe. Now we've got a line of communication that we can grow off of. The laying down thing, that's a will imposing process that it's got its place. As you can see, it allowed us to do what we were wanting to do, and we stopped right there. As a trainer, you don't want to get greedy. They just start doing things and they're just falling into it, and you just keep rolling and adding stuff till you piss them off and they're hot, and now it's starting to get warmer. He's starting to sweat a little bit. He's a new guy. We're going to call that a win, and if we got time, we'll move into the next one. If not, we got to go shoot some horses today. So tune in next time. It'll be 2 socks in here. Big Jake, his training process right now is we feed him and touch him. That's where we're at with him. He's a mental case, that guy. He's got emotional issues. So we got to break those barriers before we find the window to that soul. But this guy here, we learned a lot. Now we can build a relationship, and if done correctly, they will perform out of confidence instead of fear. If you impose your will too much and make them perform out of fear, when you need them the most, they're going to fail and let you down and possibly hurt you. So I say that's a win. It's time. 2 ranked ride, y'all. Pow! Good boy.
Yeah.
Saying was, It took him a long time to find the release spot on that right rein, which is his weak side. And the second that he did, we hustled in there and rewarded him for it immediately. Another thing I'd like to add to his progress today is when we came in with the ride and saddle, super willing throughout the entire process until we actually started cinching it up. Even though we were going in baby steps with both cinches, he was offering to bite, which I think I spoke about it a little bit. When they do that, the first thing I think of is ulcers or GI issues. But these guys are Mustangs, so they talk with their mouth and their feet. If they're not pawing something, they're chewing on it. So it wasn't an ouchie bite. It was like, hey, I don't like that. So we got past that. When I finally turned him loose, he went to bucking with the saddle. That's the first explosive a bit of energy that we've seen out of him after all that he's endured for his first time in the round pen, which I don't mind that at all. It's good to know as the trainer, okay, how hard does he buck? Does he even know how to buck? And is it so weak that my body weight will prevent it? With his size and frame, that would probably be the case. It wasn't hard and it was aggressive. It was just an argument. We moved into bidding him back again. And then we wanted to put weight in the stirrup with a rider. So I believe, did we tie the leg up the first time? We did. Mm-hmm. So we automatically tied one leg up the opposite leg just so Mike can get a foot in the stirrup and stand on him, and I held the lead rope. A lot of times we'll do that with another horse in here because it calms them down and it gives me something to mug him too. We had some techniques that we always find. When I say we, I mean us here at Two Rank to Ride. We always get some controversial discussions on leg ropes, tying legs, and hobbles. The significance to that is pretty good anywhere, but you can hear the kids. The significance to it is particularly in our area here in northern Wyoming, we spend a ton of time in the backcountry. We have a ton of cattle guards, and it never fails. It's like bison taking out tourists in Yellowstone. Constant news articles about a horse breaking its leg in a cattle guard or got hung up in a fence. And those are just, it's sad. I mean, it's something that shouldn't even have happened. And when it does happen, there's a way to prevent it and not have to deal with broken legs or having to put horses down just by simply tying their legs and using hobbles. It keeps them safe, it keeps us safe, and it offers a sense of, let's call it a mental process where they understand the restraint. And for horse people that understand how horses problem solve and think through things, if you can prevent that initial reaction and make it more of a response. So if they get a hind leg in something, we don't want them just reacting to it and flailing around and ripping all the hide off and cutting the tendon. What we want them to do is respond to it and go, oh, hey, what's going on? And look back and see it. My daughter's got a big old drafty horse there. We started him as a baby. He's had his legs all tied up in all kinds of different ways throughout his training process. He jumped the fence one night. He ran both back legs between the two top barbed wires and was flanking himself with barbed wire. I woke up that morning. I saw him and I thought, man, he's standing in a weird spot. My daughter and I ran to town. When we came back, he's still in the same spot. And I'm like, something's not right. So we walk over there. He'd obviously been there a while. There was a pile of horse manure that high. He had urinated several times. And he's just standing there. And I'm checking it out to see if he might have sethered his sheath, tore his flank up. I mean, it's barbed wire. And anybody that's been around barbed wire, it's sharp and it's pokey and it's uncomfortable. You do that to a horse, watch this. See how he flinches? That's just my finger. Take a piece of barbed wire gouging him. This guy stood there for at least 8-9 hours and never moved. I walked over there, untied the wire, fished it underneath him. He stepped over the next wire, done. That was all because we had physically restrained him in the proper way, and it registers in him I'm not going to react to this. I'm going to respond to it. And I had a guy tell me one time it was like driving on an icy road. And what causes the wreck is when you fishtail and you go, that's what causes the wreck. But if you can respond to it, you do it enough times, you practice it, go to an empty parking lot, and you fishtail a little bit and you just go, whoa, and regain control of your vehicle, boom, you're okay. It's because you're responding and not reacting. This guy here got a real good mind. Yeah, you do. Problem solves really well, but we found his breaking point.
I don't have any more cookies.
When Mike was going to get on him on his weak side, he was telling us at that point, guys, I've had enough today. And as a trainer, you got to be able to notice those times. We can sit there. One of the ways I was taught a lot younger was, by God, we're going to tie you down and we're going to get on you on that side. And we force it onto them. Next thing you know, they're operating out of fear. And when you need them the most, they're too terrified to perform well and they fail you. And if you're in some of the country that we ride in, that's not a good thing to be riding. When they freak out and you're on a cliff, that's not fun. And I want these guys responding out of confidence and security in me and themselves, that they know I'm not going to put them in harm's way. And when I ask them to do something, they immediately go, oh yeah, this is old hat. And the asking part in the training process, once they do what you're asking, stop asking. Just quit asking at that point. That's the reward. And then you'll see in all our videos, there's little things that we do that don't seem like much of a reward for people. A friend of mine, Casey Jones, taught me one. You ask them to do something, release the pressure off the cinches and walk around them and pick up all 4 feet. That is huge. That one technique right there has saved me hours of sweaty blankets and time in the saddle. And then you develop little things that they can process and problem solve without your presence. Give them 15, 20 minutes by themselves in a situation, let them figure it out. These guys, the Mustangs, you know, they're turned out on sagebrush and rolling hills and sometimes mountains. They've had their feet in badger holes, tied up in sagebrush. They've had to figure it out. You saw it today. We hobbled him for the first time and it was like nothing. Tied the leg up, it was like nothing. Now Big Jake over there, that's going to be a different story. So this guy's impressive because of his problem solving skills, and he endured a lot very well. He did awesome today. So I don't know if there's anything more I can add. You got any more questions in regards to that?
Mike, how did it feel for you? It looked a little bit like with your soreness from yesterday that you were a little nervous getting up there. How did you feel about him, and could you feel him relax under you when you finally got where you were looking for from him?
Yeah, I felt him get a little bit relaxed, but I'm just nervous. I think from yesterday I got tossed on my head, not paying attention. I put a little trust in one that I shouldn't have, I suppose, and he just caught me off guard. And it wasn't nothing bad. I'm not hurt, just a little stiff.
He's not just anyone. He's like 16 plus and weighs 2,000 pounds.
Yeah.
It's a long ways to go to hit the ground.
Yeah, he's a big boy, but he's super gentle, kind of like this guy is right now when you're around him. And so I didn't think that he had it in him.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, I was nervous.
Okay.
I was a little nervous.
Silva, how were you reading this horse that you felt like you could push just that little bit? Because, you know, you definitely knew right away to back off when you had the hobbles on the front and you said, oh, this isn't working, let's try something new. What were you reading about this horse that said to back off there, but you could keep going to get Mike up on both sides to get where you wanted to be?
Right here. He's got this just calm, beautiful, gentle eye. And I knew we were pushing the envelope when we started getting this, and it's red in the back. It's a red eye. So that's a big red light. You need to stop, reassess what you're asking. If you're pushing too much, which I figured we were, the mistake I made as a trainer was I let it go past the point that it should have. And now I'm stuck in a position where If we stop him on this note, this is going to be a problem for the rest of his life. And for whoever ends up with this guy, it's just going to be an issue. So that's why we chose to lay him down. Another controversial technique. As you can see, we did it in a way that he didn't get hurt, and we achieved what we wanted to achieve. And the second he relaxed, that leg dropped down, we lost that crazy eye, and he relaxed. When we got up, Mike was able to mount from the side that we were having the problem with. As long as it's done correctly, it's not a big deal. But I did make a mistake where I did push too far over here, and I saw his eye. I'm like, okay, we got to do something different. This is not going to work. And unfortunately for him and for us, we're in a place where we have to continue and get to at least a good point. I think we executed that pretty good, even though we did make the mistake. The cool part about this guy right now, step over there, Mike, is even though he did come to us halter broke and relatively gentle, this is the part that I like about him the most. He's calm, he's quiet, and he's comfortable right here in my presence and Mike's presence. I got kids running around like a bunch of monkeys up here making noises. It doesn't seem to be bothering him. But if I offer him to follow me, he's always going to show me two eyes. So right now we have a relationship, and he's eager. He's okay with human requests, and now I did just get a little glimmer of that crazy eye.
Might have been the kids jumping off.
Oh, the kids jumped off, okay. He just showed me the red flag right there. But, I mean, he's pretty willing. So there were a lot of cues that told me we can go to the next step. We can go to the next step. We can go to the next step. And we just kept going to the next step till he said, guys, I'm done today. And as trainers, for the safety and welfare of these guys and for ourselves as well, we've got to be able to recognize that. As a farrier, man, when I started shoeing, I had to just do all the junk. They were terrible widow maker, kickers, biters. In the long run, that benefited me because I was able to develop a way to get along with them before we had the easy use of drugs to sedate them. But it made a world of difference in my confidence around them, to where if I'm confident in everything that I'm doing, he's confident in the response. I don't know what kind of eye you got right there. I couldn't see it, but you know, he's not.
It's not crazy. It's just like he's questioning.
Right. I'm dreading the day I got to do that to Jake, because he might just flip me over this pen. And that's why we're going so slow with him. Like right now, we stand next to his feed bucket, and this is what we do, because you couldn't touch him when he first got here. And this is where we're at right now. And he's been here the longest. And he has yet to be in here. So until we get past the threshold, find the window to his soul, all we're doing is being in front of him. Yep, showing him some love. This guy here, he loves the love, don't you?
Last one. Talk to me just a little bit about the fact that there was some mistakes. This wasn't perfect, but maybe because of the kindness that you have at the core of everything you're doing with this horse, he's forgiving and you just move on and problem solve the next?
Yeah, I mean, what's the old adage? Be careful how much you tolerate, because you're teaching people how to treat you. Throughout the communication process, there was a balance established that this is what I'll tolerate, this is what he'll tolerate, and the mesh of that made some communication. And if you do it in a gentle, not so aggressive manner, it pays dividends. They just learn that, oh, I'm not going to get in trouble for this, or I'm not going to get smacked for this. If you watch some of Ty Murray's stuff, that guy's got a real gentle hand and does some amazing things with them. There's that girl in California that I'm absolutely amazed at the stuff she does with these Mustangs. And I can assure you, without seeing her training process, it's not through aggression. It's through some form of compassion, a gentle hand, gentle touch. Usually Mustangs, you want to lay off their nose because they're over mouthy anyway, but this guy just loves being petted. And if we go through the process and make him an outstanding ride, and he ends up with somebody that just feeds him and pets him, got a big old green pasture to run around in, that ain't a bad life. So that's kind of what we're all about. We're just, 2 ranked to ride's like the ultimate oxymoron. We don't think anything is 2 ranked to ride if done correctly. And if we can prevent the traumatic experiences, make the hard things easy and the easier things more difficult, we usually end up with a pretty good combination. So that's us in a nutshell. Well, there you have it, folks. Episode 4 is in the books. We hope it answered a lot of questions. Feel free to comment, contact us. We'd love to hear from you. Also, don't forget www.2rankedtoride.com. We've got plenty of merch. That's how we support our Mustang program. And we look forward to seeing you at episode 5. So have a good day, y'all. Appreciate you. 2 Ranked to Ride.